You do not hate investors enough. If you've watched my content long enough, you've probably heard me rag on fiduciary duty laws and how they are so improperly enforced. Well, here we have some investors that are threatening to sue Disney over taking Jimmy Kimmel off the air. That's right. If you take a man with abysmally low ratings off the air after two affiliate companies refuse to air his show on their networks, which comprise 20% of your airing, and advertisers threaten to pull their advertisement because of what he said, you're going to get sued for violation of fiduciary duty. Now, specifically, this is the AFL-CIO, the American Federation of Teachers Mega Union, and Reporters Without Borders. Yes, this is a violation of fiduciary duty. But, mind you, tanking the company's stock all the way from a near high of 200 down to 112, 98.99, not a violation. Running Star Wars into the ground, not a violation. Running Marvel into the ground, not a violation. Running Pixar into the ground, not a violation. Having flop after flop after flop after flop of a movie, not a violation. Literally illegally discriminating against people violating the American Civil Rights Act, not a violation. Though, in their defense, DEI lawsuits couldn't really happen until the Supreme Court overturned two lower court standards, which made you had to show damages and said white people couldn't sue unless they proved an abundance of evidence, provided an abundance of evidence. Now that those are gone, oh, lawsuit Armageddon is on its way. And right now, Disney is actually being sued by America First Legal over this nonsense. But that wasn't a violation of fiduciary duty. Laundering money through a crypto exchange into the Democrat Party, allegedly, wasn't a violation of fiduciary duty. Pushing the DEI agenda in every last one of your movies, resulting in them tanking, not a violation of fiduciary duty. Insulting the audience, i.e., the paying customer, thus driving them to not pay money, not a violation of fiduciary duty. Destroying iconic rides at Disney World, not a violation of fiduciary duty. Nothing that is a straight violation of fiduciary duty is a violation of fiduciary duty. But they take a man off the air who uttered an extremely vulgar, knowingly wrong statement about blaming MAGA for Charlie Kirk's assassination after he had some of the worst ratings ever and is long overdue. Like, he should have been off the air years ago. Jimmy Kimmel is a failure. He should have been off the air years ago. But that's not a violation of fiduciary duty. It's just, I swear, like, this stuff is peak absurdity. Peak absurdity. Nothing that actually is responsible for making a company money of them screwing up is a violation of fiduciary duty. But the moment they attempt to pander to the greater majority, which, by the way, it is your fiduciary duty to do so, by the way. There is no argument there. If 80, 70% of the country say this is some vulgar stuff and we will drop you if you do not remove it, that is your fiduciary duty to do so. You do not have a choice. Disney and taking them off the air did their fiduciary duty. Disney putting them back on the air violated their fiduciary duty. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments. That's really all there needs to be said about this, and dwelling on it any longer is just going to get everyone's blood pressure up. Peace out.